get us started in 3, 2, 1. ごきげんよう、キングニングと申します。どうぞ、よろしくお願いします。Hello!
Hello.
It's been a moment. Long
Been a
time,
hot
no
minute.
see. But it's great to be back.
We're back. We're home.
We made it safe. We survived. Yippee!
We did survive.
Yeah, and FanFest
barely.
was immensely fun. What do you mean barely?
I'm at like 1 HP right now. I'm gonna be honest
Oh,
with you.
jeez. Okay, I understand. I understand a certain degree of that energy. I understand.
Yeah, I agree too. I think you're not actually using the mic you think you are using.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Your
muffled
mic
mic
sounds
quality?
really muffled.
Oh
Maybe restart, turn it on
no!
and off again.
Have you tried
Yeah.
turning it on and off?
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do here.
Is that better now?
No? Unfortunately
What?
not.
Crazy.
There.
What?
Okay, there we go.
Are
Are
we
we
Sound like it's
good?
good? Are
Are
we
we
good?
good?
now? Yeah, can someone double check? It sounds good on my end now too.
Someone in chat, please respond. Comment below. Now it's double.
Now it's double.
Wow.
Oh.
Wait.
Is it feeding on my end?
Okay, let me try again. Is that better? Sounds better though? Is that better? Because I accidentally turned on two mic audio outputs. Is that gonna be why?
Okay, so it's good now. Okay.
Oh, yay, it's good. Yippee. Okay, great. Hello to everybody who's in chat already. I appreciate you. Hi, how are you doing? Fruit, Chaos, War. Hello. Welcome back. I should drink another. You should. Probably not, but I can't control you. I can't stop you. I can't. Also, please let me know if the audio is a little bit loud or anything. Operation Rampage is funsies. What's Operation Rampage? I don't know about her.
A new mode? New update in game?
Is that in Mecha Break?
Probably. That's not a FF thing.
That is not an FF thing.
Unless it's part of the new patch.
Mecha Break event mode. Got you.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we'll experience that later this week. Maybe. So hi, welcome back.
Oh, cute duck.
I saw you said you were at FanFest. Welcome back. Hi. Also, hi. We're back.
Hello.
We're here. It's a TDM test mode on Mizra and Visual. Oh,
that's cool.
FanFest was fun, but also Disneyland killed me. We'll get to that
I
later.
see you were at Disneyland.
We'll get to that later. Also, I realized, no, chat's good. I was gonna say, like, am I not able to see people's names? But then it's like, no, it looks okay. Yeah, FanFest. We made it somehow.
Okay.
We made it. I just want to make sure you can't see my screen, actually, in real time.
I can watch it with the delay on.
Yeah, but you should see it in real time.
Okay, then you have to stream it on Discord.
Yeah, exactly. Easy
fix.
Yeah, we weren't allowed cell phones during the FanFest. Well, technically. Well, not technically. It was actually. It's more like people just ignored that shit and just, like, did their own thing.
Oh, yeah, I ignored that shit and did my own thing for the few seconds I had my phone with me.
Shy, Navy, Tomboy, Puppet, Norio, and I did a 6-stack last night. Moment server went up. Shit was pure clownery. Sounds good.
Nice.
But those that got caught got in trouble. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But wasn't there like a moment at some point someone was like streaming, like someone was full on just streaming the event through TikTok or like, and then they just like like a cameraman caught that. That's what I heard. I didn't really see that bit.
The camera caught plenty of people who were illegally recording the event, but the cameraman thought it was funny to record these people recording the event.
Just calling them out.
Well, no, it's like you should, because this was on the official FF live streams on YouTube and Twitch too, and I'm like, bruh,
not all
like,
of it.
Instead of calling out these guys,
the concert, the concert certainly wasn't.
Yeah.
Also, one second.
We should have just recorded the actual content instead of catching people who were illegally recording, because that's not what we are here to watch. Yeah, the camera work on this event needed a lot of work because was not there in person for the whole thing,
Oh
and I
yeah.
definitely watched live streams for those.
Oh
And I was all
yeah.
like, this fucking sucks.
I was just a
These
good little
cameramen
bean. Yeah.
kind of
I
shit.
have my cell in my bag. Yeah,
You're a good bean.
that was the Japanese way of doing it. But I think what I have here planned today is kind of a full recap of everything from the raids we went through to now, because that's where you last saw us last time on FF14. At least
Oh
here
shit,
on
we're
the
doing a
channel.
recap,
We're doing a recap. I built this
Oh.
for context, by the way. I got home at about 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I took a shower, came out at about 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, and told Lillian, like, hey, I'm gonna make a PowerPoint. Do you have anything? And she was like, not really.
I literally have nothing.
Not re- So
I'm not
was.
the type to take my phone out for events.
It's okay. I took a lot of stuff, so we're just doing the whole recap thing, starting from the last time you saw us on stream, which was last Saturday, getting through all the Arcadion raids, and wow, what a great idea we had to go through those, because so much of FanFest was about the Arcadion.
I was so grateful. I'd be like, oh my god, we would
Oh,
have been
thank
so screwed
goodness.
if we didn't do that.
Oh, thank goodness we had the context. Thank you again for all these G poses provided by Tara. I don't know if they're in chat right now, but these are probably some of my favorite images from the raids from last weekend. And so that's where we left off. There's still plenty of content for us, me particularly, to get through. But overall, just finishing base MSQ was a great idea. Just being there, like, and having at least this context of the raids was like, oh, thank goodness, this was really nice to have. That being said, after the stream, it was kind of just straight to a grind.
Yeah, we were.
Wait, Sunday's missing. Yeah. Sunday's missing, but like literally Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, cost crunch, more cost crunch, and then off to FanFest. Even on Wednesday, there was some cost crunching.
I will be honest. I had cost crunched in the hotel the day one of FanFest.
It was bad. Like we all did, but like Sunday. Like, if I come back, let's come back to Sunday. Sunday is where, like, I think I started really locking in on my cost crunch. Because I had to style not just one, not just two, but technically 3 wigs. But I was really needing to style 2 wigs. I fucked up my first time around. And so, because of that, I lost about 4 hours of, like, wig styling because of my mistakes. It was a learning process. That's what I gotta put it at. Also, have a good Lurk. And hi, Topi. Hi. What's crunchy?
Hello.
What's crunchy? Crunch like a chocolate bar? What's crunchy? Am I crunchy?
We're like the crunch chocolate bar. Delicious.
Yeah, but like, sorry, I took that
Like-
in the context of like crunchy as in bad, because that's just slang I'm familiar with. We are so back. We're back. We're back, baby. Yeah. Anyway, Sunday, I fucked up on a wig. I started at 2 p.m. and then it took me 4 hours to just get to something resembling the wig, and then it wasn't resembling the wig, because I think at one point... No, I remember what instance I realized I fucked up. I went downstairs and saw your progress and saw your wig was like, I fucked up. I did everything wrong.
I thought it was a good the way you did it. It was just stylistically different because I went for that soft texture while you went for like a hard spec texture, and I didn't think it looked bad at all. So when you restarted, I was like, oh, she's changing.
It was just too long. It was just too long is the issue, and I can't say what wig it was, like who this like hair was for, because that would kind of dox us. But just know that what I did originally was far too long, and I had to cut much shorter than I thought. This is a wig styling issue I actually always have had. I always cut a little bit too long rather than too short. And so
safety first, right?
It is the safer option.
Hello, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome in.
So hey, I came back because I just realized something. Did you log on to FF at all today? No.
We did not. We will do that on Friday.
When
we try to
I don't want to experience any spoilers. or anything yet. Although like there's already like 7.5 like
Oh, we should probably update the
not
patches tonight, though.
experiences I'm seeing. Not me. They're not really spoilers, but they're more just like a picture that generalizes their experience of the patch, and I'm like, okay. Hi, Ghost. You have a gift? Oh, thank you. I look forward to seeing it in my inbox sometime this
On Friday.
week. On Friday. Yes,
Friday.
on Friday. On
This
FF14
game's gonna wait till
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything before that. But
Yeah.
yeah, so Sunday was kind of rough for me, at least personally, because I had to restart. And so I just kind of went back to recutting.
Yes, queen.
Oh.
Slay mama gaga.
Well,
Oh, you got
Thanks
both
for
something.
2 months.
Thank you. Also, dude, thank you so much for the subs for 2 months in a row. I appreciate it. Thank you for the Prime sub. So that was Sunday. Monday was kind of a rinse and repeat where I painted stuff and wig styled stuff, and then was also kind of in the same mindset of like, oh god, what do I need to do? What do I need to prioritize? But it kind of just, Monday kind of went as normally. Actually, what happened Monday that was probably more significant was the fact that we had to talk about a completely different convention while cause crunching for our upcoming convention. That's while on 420. So I was just feeling like I'm too sober for all of this. That's all I could think was like, I'm too sober for any of this. I don't want to be sober at all, but I have to be sober.
It wasn't even that big of a deal, though.
It
was an easy
wasn't.
fix.
It was kind of like, well, it was an easy fix, but it kind of worked out in the end because we got to chat with everybody who was like going to FanFest with us at the same time. And we all kind of
Yeah,
got the
it was a
cost
nice
crunch
moment.
and misery for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all behind on what we were expecting to be done by.
Everybody was
Oh, God.
behind. Yeah. Man, that King Yo at top right looks like they need caffeine. That was me like these last 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. This is probably the first. Today's like actually the first day. I feel like, wow, I feel a little bit normal again, which is kind of.
I'm not normal. I still have a debuff on me, man. Oh my gosh. I got up earlier today attempting to be productive. I'm like, nah, I'm going back to bed.
That's
I don't have
okay.
stuff to do today.
I didn't have that time. I didn't have that opportunity. I had a job to get to, so I mentally had to just be like, I'm normal. I'm up.
Theoretically, you could have taken today off, right? You just chose to go back to work.
I did. I needed the hours. I need the hours for other events. So
Yeah, it'll be worth it. but,
It's
like,
worth it.
yeah.
So yeah, Monday was just more wig styling and props. Plus it rained. Oh yeah, on Monday it rained, so I just Ubered like both there and back. Cause like honestly, just mentally, I was just like too sober for everything. Too sober for too damn everything. When the
Oh,
two
you
of us
mean
stream, it's
traveling,
Fry
yeah.
Slay.
Oh,
Thanks.
thanks.
Also, Fruit, don't worry about it if your sub expired. It's chill. You don't have to resub if you don't want to.
Yeah,
I feel-
don't worry.
Ooh, that's not
100
it.
milligrams
Ooh,
is great. Nice. That's
It's
normal.
no, it's not.
milligrams.
No, it's not.
It's only 3 times the normal amount. You know, 3x's ain't too bad. I too,
Yeah.
as a caffeine addict, understand.
Don't you get sleepy when you drink caffeine, though?
Only if I overdose.
Okay.
But since my caffeine tolerance has increased over the past while, it's slightly harder for me to overdose on caffeine now than before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my Monday. How was your Monday?
I locked myself in the garage, so I had turned my garage into a cosplay crunch station,
Yeah.
and I was in there the whole day, just cos crunching, hacking away alone in this dark, not well lit garage with my machine going nonstop, painting. So like I took turns between painting, gluing things, and going on the sewing machine and cutting things, and just like rotating because like I knew that if I didn't get my stuff painted, it wouldn't dry in time. Things wouldn't set in time. And then I did end up trying to weather certain fabric pieces. It did turn out well.
Yeah.
I ended up just like tossing it in the sewing machine and just undid all of my work.
Oh.
but Elizabeth, it was worth the shot though. It was worth the shot. So then
Yeah.
I ended up like, okay, so I guess in the course of the 5 days, I remade my cosplay 3 times. So
Jesus.
I had I had my original cosplay done like well before FanFest, which is why I chose the character I was going to do. But then I'm
Yeah.
all like, so, but then when I checked out my cosplay before we started, I was like, oh shit, no, the pleather pieces I put in are peeling because who's gonna use real fucking leather for
Yeah.
pieces? And
Yeah.
but then I started taking it apart and redoing it together, and I realized, oh, if I use the same fabric, it's not weathered as before because I had left my cosplate out in the sun to weather it naturally for my old pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the new ones, it was like significantly darker and not the right fabric weight and shit. So then I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, what if I paint weather it? It didn't turn out well.
Yeah.
So then I cut it out of the regular pieces again and just like called it a day. So I only end up using half of the pieces I remade. So I did it 1.5 times, new times, especially for the skirt. But then and then I fucked up, and then I realized that like, oh, I put the top together with the skirt, and I'm like, it's not proportionate because when I redid the skirt, I made the skirt larger because it was too small last time. I'm like, fuck, now the top is too small and it doesn't flare out nicely, and I'm like, oh, it looks really bad, and so I ended up remaking the whole top. Uh, the Tuesday before, yeah, on
Yeah.
Tuesday. So
Tuesday.
I finished the skirt on Monday, fucked up, realized I fucked up, and then remade the whole top on Tuesday. Well, no, I kept the back piece of the original cosplay, but I redid the front on Tuesday. But it was still in shambles because it took me a long time just to take everything apart, let alone reconstruct the pieces and put it back together.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was only half done with my cosplay by Wednesday, and that was the day we were leaving to drive down. Um,
Wednesday
so
was a
yeah,
lot.
I had to call on all of my friends and say, "Hey, I fucked up. I need your help. Can you do this for me while I do these other things?" And everything came together like, "Oh my God, but if it wasn't for my friends just like cheering me on and helping me out, I would not have made it." I'm like,
With the
"Oh fuck,
power of friendship,
by the
truly.
power of friendship."
Truly. I even
Yeah.
contributed to a small bit.
Yeah, I kind of regret. I should have left my original cosplay alone, and if I was gonna remake it, remade everything. Like
Mm.
just remade
I think
everything.
at the
I think it
least,
would have been faster than
I
like
think, I
trying to take it
think,
apart and remake it.
I think at the least,
Emotional damage.
it was emotional damage.
Yeah, it
You're
totally
right,
was.
Fruit. I think at the least, I think it was smart of you to replace the pleather pieces because if they were breaking apart that much,
They
it
were,
wouldn't it
yeah.
wouldn't have been accurate to to the original visual to begin with. Because
The original doesn't even have pleather pieces. That the pleather originally was my aesthetic design choice from the beginning. Like,
I think
it's
it
originally
feels
supposed to
right
be all
though.
pink. It feels better, and because like
It
my
just
character that I
it
did
visually
doesn't have a
looks
lot of
more correct.
contrast.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It
like
gives more contrast.
texture
Yeah.
wise it looks right. So I was like, I don't think it looked wrong. I guess that's
No,
just
I
an
think I
artistic
looked
choice.
the best because of my artistic choices.
Yeah.
I saw people who did it like to the T as the character design is, and they looked amazing, don't get me wrong, but the lack
Mm-hmm.
of contrast just makes it like they look great in person, but when you take a photo of them, all of their work goes down the drain, and I just felt so sad about that because
Yeah.
they look so much better in person.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was all like, "Oh, cuz I want photos of my cosplay because as a
Yeah.
cosplayer, we take photos of our cosplays, and I plan to
Yeah.
do a shoot of it
Yeah.
eventually."
Yeah. Like a proper
Yeah,
formal
so I'm
shoot.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, a
Yeah.
proper
Yeah.
formal shoot. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna make this camera aesthetic. So I
Yeah.
needed
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
actual different textural
Yeah.
pieces.
That is one
So that's
thing
what I
like
chose.
I want to go back with my entire cosplay on is like so much stuff in FF14 has texture to it, whether it's
Yeah.
like an outfit that is or whether it's glam that's like pristine, fresh, new, or even like a bit more like run down, distressed. So that's one thing that I was like, "Oh, I need to distress my cosplay even further."
Yeah.
So we'll get to that one of these days.
Oh,
But
sorry, how did I
Tuesday,
even I did
hmm?
not let myself out of the garage. Sorry, I was asking how did you even get out? The
Oh,
answer is I did not let myself. I managed to fit it
why are you
both
suddenly to
in.
like PNGing? Oh,
Am I
there you
PNGing?
go.
Oh no,
There, you're
my
back. You're
mom's
back.
stuff
You're
here.
back.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you were like stuck for
No.
a moment. I was like, why are you PNGing all of a sudden?
No.
But yeah, my Tuesday was honestly, I feel like Tuesday was the worst for me because I had to get ready for my coworker's last day because we were gonna celebrate her last day with a party, which meant I had to provide drinks. And at first I thought, like, this whole, like, FanFest prep got my brain, like, completely, like, missing facts and missing pieces. Because I originally thought I had ordered drinks to, like, get to my house so I could just, like, pick them up and just go. And then I found out, like, I never ordered it. So I had to go out in person, which, you know, is time I didn't want to use. I'd rather use that time to cost crunch. And so I was just really mad over that. Like, so I came back home after buying these stupid drinks for my coworker's last day, which I miss her already, by the way. She was, like, the closest to my age, and now I hate my job even more.
Oh no, when your coworkers make your job.
Yeah, when my emotional support coworker has officially left for greener pastures. It's fine. It was chill on Wednesday, but Tuesday was, like, decision paralysis, because, like, I still had wigs to style, but also I was like, do I pack? Do I cost crunch? Do I do neither and just kind of sit in, like, the fetal position?
You sat in fetal position for a good 15 minutes, and I had to go up to you and go, hey, like, just pack. Like, it's okay. We all know we're going to be cost crunching at the hotel. Like, there is no way we're not.
Yeah.
So, accept your fate and just pack.
Yeah, accept your fate
She
and
didn't
just
move
pack.
for a whole 15
I
minutes.
just,
There's
like-
nothing done. She just sat. Oh no, she's there. She's already gone.
Pour one out. Yeah, I needed one poured out. But we packed. We packed first. Wednesday, I just, like, reorganized a couple things. We did dishes, and then we were off to FanFest, which got us there. You got us there because you drove.
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
At, like, 1 a.m, which is fine, honestly.
It wasn't that bad. I'm a
Also
beginner.
because,
Those are
like-
my normal waking hours.
Also because it's Anaheim, like, Disney was right next
What's still
door.
going? Yeah.
And I just didn't really feel like that, like, much in danger in comparison to other parts of, like, Southern California.
Oh no, it felt safe in the area.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I
There was
wa-
security around and everything too.
Yeah. There was also other events happening in the area, so, like, it really just didn't feel, like, that bad. Like, I you know, both of us have been to conventions many a times, and in terms of, like, area and
I'm in
region...
danger.
Yeah, that's usually the
think
base.
it's plenty
That's
of-
usually the general, like, consensus of, like, the area of a convention, an area for an anime or gaming convention. I was in danger. How were you in danger? What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
How are you in danger?
Yeah. I'm gonna go up and mug you, that's how.
Of starving. Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh,
that's
oh,
pretty
oh,
valid.
yeah.
That's pretty valid. To be in danger of starving, that's actually, that's valid. Yeah, so Wednesday was pretty chill, all things considered, because then Thursday was cost crunch, badge pickup, whatnot, which we can finally get into.
Oh, badge pickup.
Yeah, so this is a little bit out of order because these pictures are
That's
taken.
insane.
These pictures
insane.
are taken Thursday evening, but this is the beginning of my FanFest adventure, in my opinion, because I did my oshikatsu here. I did my oshikatsu with my Kamiyoshi 2B, my wife. In front of the FanFest sign. This is the only picture I have of this sign. I never took it during the day, so, like, oh well. I was in danger.
Do I look
M12.
like I know what a
JPEG is? Real. But in actuality, this is what Day Zero looks mostly like for us. Not including the cost crunch, because I don't think anyone wants to see that. But yeah, I took a lot of videos, a lot more than I expected. I will make a mini vlog later. Stay tuned. But, oh shoot, that's not what it was. But yeah.
Oh,
Basically-
yeah, that dinner was so good.
Yeah, we had dinner. It was so
much.
good. It was great. BBQ was wonderful.
Do we
It
wanna
was
plug
lovely.
them now, or do we want to?
We can do it later. We can do it later. But yeah, we had duck BBQ. It was wonderful.
best
We
duck you'll ever
traveled an
eat.
hour out of the convention center, an hour and a half, I think, out of the convention center for this meat, for this
did.
meal, for this
An hour and a half
meal.
drive. I was raging so hard because it was prime time of LA traffic. Like, oh no.
But it was so good. It was worth it because that was probably the best meal we had all weekend. The most balanced
A
meal we
meet
had all
and greet, if
weekend.
you will. Oh,
A meet and greet. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was day 0. Really chill check-in actually in terms of registration, picking up orders. We went, I want to say, pretty much like 20 minutes before registration opened. And I think we only waited about 30 minutes. In that 30-minute time frame, though, Yoshi P came out, said
Oh,
hi,
yeah, he
went
did.
back in. I think my least favorite thing about the registration was the smell. People were already not showering on day
And you
0.
could tell who was not showering because the way it's laid out, all the air goes up, and so you would only smell them when you walk by them. And so you knew exactly who had BO, and you were just all like, damn, is it rude of me to call this guy out, or should I just like not say anything? I chose not to say anything, but now I'm thinking maybe we should have.
There were too many people who stunk to call him out. I'm like, I would be building ops on ops, man.
But my nose was good enough to know exactly who smelled and by how much, and I'm like, oh fuck this, and I left my mask at the hotel for that check-in day. I
Oh
carried the mask
yeah.
around with me for the rest of the day, rest of the con,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had it
Yeah.
on me on the check-in, and I think that was the only time I needed it. Every other time I was like, okay, everyone's far enough from me that I can survive.
Survive, yeah.
Should have yelled, is this a Smash Bros. Tourney or what? The thing is, you're actually right. You're so correct for that.
Yeah.
My entire, like, half of my college experience was just BO. Horrible BO.
Emergency Febreze. Oh my gosh. I wish it was legal to spray people with stuff.
That's called
not legal. I
biological
know it's not
warfare.
legal.
That's called biological warfare.
Yeah.
So we couldn't do that. So after our pickup, after food, we went straight back to the hotel to do cost crunch. We did cost crunch basically any moment we were in our hotel for that entire day. And I don't think we went to sleep. I didn't go to sleep until like 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning.
I went to bed around 2, so not that much later.
Yeah, I
So,
think
yeah.
everybody went to sleep. Consensus was everyone falls asleep at 2. Because, like,
Yeah.
wake up time
You
was
know what to
like...
call it. We've done this enough times. To know
Everyone
that
woke up at
past the
like
point, it's not worth it.
7:30. Or earlier. I think some of you guys woke
I
up
woke
at like
up.
6:30.
I woke up at 6. I'm sorry. I woke up at 6.
Yeah, some of you guys
I
woke up
was
at 6.
doing skincare, doing a face mask and shit, and everything beforehand, like a good cosplayer. Woke up at 6 for this shit.
I'm an old man. I went to bed at midnight. Yeah, I
Good
don't
for
think
you.
I've ever gone to a con and fallen asleep before 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I've done plenty of cons where I just have not slept. Like that. That is a normal
Okay,
occurrence.
I've only had
But-
one all-nighter at a con. That's then,
Okay.
and it wasn't even for a good thing. I wish it was for fun. I didn't even have fun doing that.
Okay, when I stay up all night, I'm usually drunk and having fun. It's not worth it. It's not like I'm staying up in misery cause crunching. Yeah, I don't. I stopped doing that like 4 years back. If I'm up late, out super late, it's because I'm drunk and having fun. Yeah, I love hotel parties. They're fun.
I stayed up once during a con, had an all-nighter.
Oh, that's crazy. I usually crash after like day 2.
Well,
I can't go
72
for
is
full 72.
crazy. I can't do that. Actually, that's a lie. I've had 2 all-nighters for cons. The first one was, oh, Ainok, thank you for the hydrate to not hydrate.
Thank you for the hydrate. I actually have no water next to me. Here, I'm
I
gonna grab a
have
milk bottle.
enough.
I-
Oh, thank you for the stretch redeem. Yeah, anyways, for con all-nighters, the only 2 I've done was, one was on day 3 going into 4, because, and I don't mean to be the Debbie Downer, but this is what happened. We lost
I cried for
somebody.
milk.
We lost somebody, and she didn't tell us where she was. She went MIA, and then she was just in her hotel room for like 4 hours of like the 8 I stayed up. So that was dreadful.
Is this day 1 or day 2?
This was day 3 and the 4. This
Oh,
was
day
last
3 and
night
the
of
4.
con.
Oh.
This was last night of con.
I hated the fact they did that, but I can forgive them considering the circumstances that had occurred the days before. But yeah, guys, never if you're with a group, never ever not tell your friends that you just need a moment alone if you need to take more than like 4 hours away from
Oh
the
no
group.
no
Like,
no! This
that's
wasn't. This
not
wasn't.
cool.
This wasn't. This was a completely separate incident.
Oh, it's a different incident. Okay,
Yeah, this
okay.
is the one time I took an all-nighter. The first time I had an all-nighter at a con.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then the second time I had an all-nighter was Anime Expo 2019. Day 0. Day -1 into day 0, actually. I stayed up all night. I think I stayed up all night because a little bit of A, cost crunching, and a little bit of B, also a negative experience that was a result. And so I stayed up so early, that I was supposed to fly out to Anime Expo. And so I asked my friend, like, can you just drive me to the airport I was gonna Uber initially, but could you just drive me there? Like, I'm already awake and I just have to get my luggage. And they were like, yeah, sure. Because, like, originally, my other friend was just going to drive down. Half of us were driving, half of us were flying. And I was already up the entire time that I'm like, I have to go to the airport now. And then I ended up sleeping day 0 for, like, I want to say a good, like, 6 hours. But, yeah, that was...
The year I didn't go, right?
No, I don't think you went. This was also the same year a friend brought a sewing machine. To cost crunch.
Oh yeah, I remember that year. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
And so that's the farthest I'll ever go with the cost crunch. I wasn't even the one needing the sewing machine. I just had a friend who had a sewing machine. And when I saw that they had gotten a brand new sewing machine for their as a gift, by the way, this was for them. But like the first thing they do is I'm cost crunching with this the day before con into the day of con. I just knew it's a wash, it's a wrap. I'm never doing that type of cost crunch again. And we got very close this weekend.
No,
we didn't bring a sewing machine.
There. No, they were there. They were literally there, and that's why we all left early and say, "Hey, we'll meet you at con when you're ready."
Yeah,
we called it.
yeah. But I mean, it happens, and things were still good regardless. And so day 1 was wonderful. Personally, this is how I took day 1. Shout out to Itomese, this last minute artist who came through on April 14th to get me a image of my Warrior of Light to even make stickers for FanFest.
I regret so bad not making stickers to pass out. I just begged people for free stickers.
But it worked out for you because people were super willing to give you stickers. It really you had a buff. You had the cosplay buff, so it worked out.
I had the cosplay buff. Cute enough.
It works out when you like I guess if you cosplay like a character, people just find that enough effort to be like that's a good enough, like that's worth a trade. I think that's actually worth a trade.
Yeah, I had a couple people who were like, I normally wouldn't trade because I have a limited quantity. Like, they only have like 50 stickers or something. But like, if I can get a photo with you, I'll give you a sticker. And I'm like, bet. Hell yeah.
Because like, there weren't that many cosplayers at FanFest.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
there was still when I was looking at the stickers that people were giving me, and a lot of people were cosplaying their role like. Closet
cosplay. Yeah, that was probably the most.
Not hardcore cosplayers, but there are plenty of casual causes or just meme outfits that I really appreciated. So people do dress up still for this event. It's just not as go hard and full on cosplay.
Well, not everybody's going to be. Not everyone's going to choose the glam that involves full body armor. That's the thing. Yeah. Some people did. There was like. Some people did do that.
I only saw 4 full-bodied armor. Everyone else is all like, nah, I'm gonna do the played-down version.
Yeah. But, day 1, we were not there in person for the keynote. Next time, we will attempt to be there in person for the keynote. So we were, in fact, in our hotel, getting ready, watching the keynote. Which is still really fun in its own way. Like, having a keynote watch party was fun in its own way.
We were ready. We were ready half an hour into the keynote, so we could have still like kind of rushed it and made it. It's just that by that time I was already feeling like I'm mentally fucked right now, so I decided to call it and stayed into the hotel. But we would have made it if we like called, like if we went.
I mean,
but, I decided to take it slow.
I was okay with just like it's okay if we stay in. I don't mind. Like. I know I'm gonna get overstimulated at some point, so I would like to delay the inevitable.
Yeah. I'm also kind of glad because I realized that the audio system... Can we talk about the audio system?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Oh my god. Every time the mic peaked, and it's a ringing noise that not everyone can hear, but the speakers would ring this like... It's like this middle-pitched buzz. I wouldn't call it low and I wouldn't call it high, but it would ring and I could hear it. And then just like when I was there in the hall, like it's like after 30 minutes I would start getting
Mhm.
headaches, and I was just all
Mhm.
like, oh no. So I'd have to like go away from the panel area and then go into the exhibit area because it's
Mhm.
not as bad
Mhm.
there. And I was just like, oh no, like who the fuck is their audio engineer not balancing? Because I'm like, I swear to God that you would see the way it was peaking. Like the audios have to be like showing red every time something gets kind of loud. Like there's no way that wasn't the case on the
Yeah.
audio systems when you hear that much ringing. But maybe they couldn't hear it because all of my friends were like, half of them who still had their hearing were like, yeah, it's bothering me too. And the other half who couldn't hear, they're like, what ringing? Everything sounds good to me.
Some
And I'm
people
just
aren't
like,
as sensitive
oh
to that. Some people aren't as sensitive to that though.
no. Nah. The people who didn't hear it were ravers. I think their hearings are just shot.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, because I'm like, I heard it, but I just consider
Yeah.
myself as somebody with like really good pitch. Like
Yeah.
when it comes to like audio and sound, I'm like, I'm not a good standard to use.
It
And
was worse because it was worse when they like stuff at the keynote where it was like half
yeah,
video audio and half talking. When it was
yeah,
all
yeah,
talking,
yeah,
it wasn't too bad, or if it all's video, it wasn't that bad. But
yeah.
when it was a mix between the two, however they decided to balance it, it didn't work.
Oh, you need
Yeah.
your earbuds constantly. Oh man, that's
So you're just even more
unfortunate.
fucked. That's just like even more
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's more like I don't even think that's Square staff doing the audio. You could really tell where like Square was doing something, like the devs were doing something of their own work versus when like the convention staff handled it and it was not
Yeah.
very
It
good
showed.
handling.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
for the Eva reveal though, it was so funny. You should have seen Kimi's expression.
No,
Literally,
no, no.
two notes in, the first chord, she goes, "Oh, it's Eva,"
You
and
want,
like,
you
but
know,
like her face too, like, "Oh my god!" And then
we
she started
can
fangirling so hard.
we can recreate it. I can recreate
Oh
it.
my
I
god,
have it. I
the
have the
first
video.
two
Like I
chords.
have the video to the minute ready.
Oh
I
yeah.
have the video to the minute ready. So like,
Oh, it's better
um,
than Vegas? Oh
oh
no, I
oh
Vegas was such a shit show from what I
that's
heard. Yeah,
unfortunate.
yeah, really
Let me
unfortunate.
pull up 1 second. I'm gonna pull this up real quick.
Literally, two chords in,
I
and
wasn't
she
joking
goes,
when I say
"Eva."
like I could immediately just like I pulled it up.
Yeah, if we were in person, I don't think I would have seen that reaction from King Yo.
I think it would have been a little bit different.
I don't think I would have noticed maybe because I'm just too in the environment.
Who
But like, cause
knows?
we
I
were
could I
at the
was I
hotel,
was
like it was
really
so
loud.
funny.
I was really loud. 1 second. This is hard. How do I stream again? I don't remember.
Maybe you have to stop the PowerPoint to open that screen.
I'm just gonna transition to here.
Yeah, that works. But yeah, I was so excited. We're gonna have more mechs in our game.
More mechs.
More
Yippee.
mechs.
Okay. Let me make sure. Oh, it's showing the right part. It's showing the right part.
Yeah, yeah.
Da-da. Okay. Let me just adjust the audio too. And then you can see, we can recreate
Yeah.
how I reacted to this.
And then like a whole bunch of other people were like, "This was not in my bingo FanFest bingo card."
It's Emma! That,
I don't know if they heard that. I think you're my
I see, I don't even care. I don't even care. That's how quickly I got to that. Like, it was maybe 2 chords in. It was so
it was
gross.
literally 2 chords.
It was
yeah.
so gross. It was so gross. I was like, this is a visceral reaction. Like, I didn't need anything else. Oh, we heard it.
That's good. That's good. Discord decided to cut that shit out.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm so glad because, like, I knew this was gonna be bad for everybody. So I'm just like, at least one person didn't have to suffer. But yeah, I was so happy. It's not show. Oh fuck! It's not even showing. Oh, I just realized the screen's not showing. The wrong screen's not even showing. Ah, I'm sad. Did it? It's not. Why is it not transitioning right?
For those who couldn't see the video, I don't know how much you guys could see the video. The
It's
screen
not
was still
showing.
black by the time she said it was Eva. It was before the Evangelion word showed up on screen. She already
So
screamed,
bad.
"It's Eva!"
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It was like before anything showed. It was a black screen. You just hear 2 chords of the soundtrack. She goes, "It's Eva." It was great.
Is it showing still?
I don't see it.
There it goes. It was
looks
like
black.
it's like the screen goes black. Cause like
It's
okay,
probably
you know what
showing
you know what I
screen.
remember about it? You know what I remember about it? Is it still not showing?
Yeah. No, I think it might be the stream
There it
blocker.
goes.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. So like we get to here. I'm not really paying attention yet. I'm not paying attention. This is where I start paying attention because I'm like, oh, my wife, 2P, my wife. She shows up. And so I start paying attention here, actually. Like, because I don't know what I was doing. I think I was still just, like, chilling, getting ready.
Oh, you were eating. You were eating. She was literally eating at this time.
I was eating. I don't remember what I was
eating.
doing. I just saw
You
2P
touched the
and I
breakfast that we were going
stopped.
to eat. Yeah.
I stopped eating because I was like, my wife. And I was trying to remember, like, where is this from? And then it was like, oh, right, it's when 2P, like, goes evil.
Yeah, we all tuned in when this slide was on.
That's true. Also because new Alliance raid was going to get announced.
Yeah.
The ears part is what's so fucked up about that. That's so fucked up. It's Emma! Oh my god! I was so ready for that.
Yeah, when the screen is still black. Okay, also, it was also kind of funny because there were certain individuals in the room who were like, "What do you mean it's Eva?" Because the words hadn't showed yet. And so they did a really kind of face also at the same time because I wasn't watching the screen because I was getting ready. I was just watching everyone who was in our hotel's reaction, and it was funny.
I was the only one in the room who's just like, I know what it is. I'm confident, and you guys are just 5 seconds behind me right now.
Yeah.
Just crying because I was like, it was just no like, there was no particular like. It was just instinct. It was just immediate instinct of like, I know this song.
No, you keyed in on those first 2 chords because you've listened to it one too many times.
I've listened to the soundtrack a lot, especially when I used to be work from home. The 2 main soundtracks I'd constantly be playing if I wasn't playing something random was like I'd play the Nier soundtracks or I'd play the Evangelion soundtracks, and there was no in between. So if I was just really trying to get work done, most of the time, the most depressing songs out of Ava would start coming out, or the most depressing songs from Nier would start coming out. And so I knew. This was the mecha series I was waiting for. Also, this was totally not anyone's bingo book. Like, no one was expecting this.
No one was expecting
I think
this,
everyone
yeah.
was expecting, like, either FF7 or what was the other one? What was the other one?
FF9.
9, right. Because, like, we had just pretty much wrapped on it through Dawn Trail.
People
Hi,
were thinking of a bunch of different FF games.
Yeah.
so,
Hi, Tara.
yeah.
This was so left field. But at the same time, kind of makes sense because it's like, well, they have a Square Enix staff working on this right now. Working
Hi,
on
Tara.
Eva, technically. Oh, shoot, that's not the right one.
And
Hi, dear.
tons of people were still requesting best spots. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Everyone in our room had essentially a different FF game. What they thought was going to be the Alliance raid. No one thought Eva. Eva was like not an option in any of our minds.
I think it's because it's
Yeah.
also like, this is the first time in anime, I think, was gonna get a collaboration with FF, right? With 14? Is this the first time?
I think so. I don't remember.
Yeah. Huang,
Yeah.
you've never seen Eva? You have to watch now.
Yeah, now you have to, otherwise you won't get all the Easter eggs.
Technically, yes. What's the anime technically? Yes.
Well,
Nier doesn't count. Nier is a game first, then an anime.
FF references a lot of animes all the time.
If you
Yes, because we
count
have like the
Sentai.
Sentai poses
Uh,
and everything, and there's even like a mini quest line that's like a ripoff of it, not an official collab.
mm,
Um, yeah.
I've never played Nier either. That's fine. A lot of people haven't. Even 25% of Steam apparently hasn't played through Nier, even though they have the game.
I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of people just bought it a second time, even without playing it.
Oh, totally. I was
Yeah.
one of those folks. Technically, I was
Yeah.
gifted my first copy of Nier, and then I bought Nier again on Nintendo Switch.
I never finished Nier, actually.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
it's a little difficult to get through if you don't like one of the characters you can play through. Which
Oh
for
no,
me,
9S was Sun. He was little boy. I always called him little boy.
no,
He
9S
was
is
Sun.
great as a character, but like for me,
Yeah.
he was the hardest to play through because it's just like the
Ah.
hacking. I was like, ah, shit, the hacking. The hacking just got to me over time, and like I pushed through it, but I was still like, this is rough.
Watch the 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 series of Evangelion. It's remastered and it cleans up the plot.
Oh, Joe Host,
Ah.
thank you for hydrate not hydrate. I needed that after saying Eva 3 times, 4 times.
3 times. Demonstrating it 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened, which was one of my favorite parts of the keynote, alongside with, of course, thank you for headpads. Of course, the trailer, too, I think was really cool. I rewatched it at one point in Japanese, because I just thought, like, I would like to see what this looks like in Japanese, and for the most part, it's about the same
There
as
is a
English.
manga.
About
You
the same
can
as
totally
English.
read the manga. Yeah.
Of Eva or Nier? Because technically both.
Eva.
There's both.
Eva.
Yes, but there is both.
Yes.
But yeah, I agree with Tara. Watch the 1.0, the 2.0, and 3.0, and 4.0. It really cleans up the whole series in a way that makes it much more easy. I don't know if easier is the right way, but it is still enjoyable if you're not interested in watching all 26 episodes and End of Evangelion, which is its own singular movie as well. I do really think you would enjoy the Shadowbringer trial series. Well, we will do those later.
Yeah, we're absolutely planning to do them. We just
Yeah.
wanted to finish MSQ before FanFest.
Yeah.
We'll get to them.
Those who watch One Piece, the JP voice of Kefka is Buggy the Clown. Oh, okay. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
She's ever my cold till I, what?
Eh?
Eh?
Very ever cold. Much, very cold, if you will. Yeah, anyways, Evercool trailer was really cool. I think it's the first time I've seen a trailer before playing an X-Pack, so I'm very excited for more trailers. And to kind of be on pace with the rest of the community now. She ever my cool till I final stop. Another thing I look forward to is Evolved Mode. A lot of people seem to be at an impasse when it comes to it.
Would it be a flex to finish everything on casual mode then? If you do all the hard stuff on casual mode?
On Reborn mode, you mean? On Reborn mode?
Or remode, yeah.
I mean, at this rate, we might end up wrapping up on everything before 8.0, so who's to say? But I think it'll be very interesting, because if the keynote is exactly what it says it is, having more individuality and skill expression excites me. Like, that's what makes a game more interesting to me personally, is how can I express myself, and how can I see other people express themselves through what are similar, same classes at times. So I do look forward to the Evolve mode, even though some folks might not. Just based on the keynote. Based on what I've seen in the keynote. This isn't based, because again, no one knows what Evolve mode is yet. Like, technically they showed it on stream, and yes, White Mage did get its own variant and show of it all, which was really nice, but I still think until we see every class in play on Evolve mode, it don't mean anything. And the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV and an expanded free trial, which you can play through A Realm Reborn, and the award-winning Shadowbringers expansion up to level 80 for free with no restrictions on playtime. That means Peak is free now.
He gets free.
Peak Nier raids are free now, which means every Nier fan out there that ever wanted to play FF14 just to get to Shadowbringers because they have to pay for it, you don't have to do that anymore. So fuck them because I had to
You
pay.
can't.
Fuck them because I had to pay for it.
You can't say White Mage, Evolve White Mage was a nothing burger. They made Glare instant cast. That's enough info for me to realize, oh, fuck yeah, White Mage is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Fuck slide casting! No more slide casting.
No more slide
That's all the info I need to
casting.
know.
Hey, look at this button that I only use in ST, and it shares a cooldown with an AoE version of said button. It takes more skill to have them as separate buttons. For the majority of FF14 community, I'd argue it actually probably does take them a little bit more skill.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
I'm
learned
not
that
gonna
like
comment.
I've learned that like as much as I still am getting new to this game as like an MMORPG player, there are certain things I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess sense wise, there's some things I have been able to translate, for better or for worse.
They ruined
ruined
Aqua Whale Benison. Unless they give more stacks or reduce cooldown, it's effectively worse. While I don't agree with you, I'm gonna say more than half of the white mage populations don't even use either one. So I'm just gonna say I don't think it matters for the overall populace, but for those people who are precision gamers, yeah, it sucks, but not your kit is still workable with it. It's like not that much worse.
It actually would be nice to have them
most people don't
together.
play it.
I would
Most
say it's
people don't
actually
play
going to be
it.
really nice to have the two together because it actually lets me remember the fact that they're both going to be that both can be used. Also, we don't have numbers. We don't. Not in vanilla, which we play.
Yeah. For these, everything that they've mentioned so far, everything should be a grain of salt because they're still reworking the system, right? We don't know what's it's gonna end as.
Ghost,
Nothing is
yeah.
final, even if they showed it.
And also, if you don't like it, just go back to Reborn mode. Exactly. Ghost is right.
Yeah.
They literally did not say they were going to sunset Reborn mode. Like, they're not sunsetting the OG controls. They just
Not
said
yet.
they're offering... Not yet. They are kind of low-key announcing they're sunsetting it for the release of these two new classes, but they are letting you have Reborn mode for now. And until they say they're sunsetting it, it's there.
Yeah.
And so you can always just go back to what your OG like inputs. But if you want to like min-max things, I think Evolve mode will be a really nice way to do so. And also again, back to the skill expression, I would like to just see like how do people min-max their inputs, and what does that look like? I don't know how that's gonna look like too for like what's gonna be offered to the player base. For all we know, it's just going to be like you can do 3 different options and that's it, because as much as like this wasn't supposed to be, you know, a Street Fighter 6 comparison, because Yoshi P said it, we are comparing it to Street Fighter 6 now, especially if you are familiar with Street Fighter 6 inputs and how those work, which are basically just separate default that you can adjust to your liking. If that's what FF14 offers in 8.0, cool, awesome. I look forward to it. I look forward to trying it out. And if I don't like it, I'm just going to go back to Reborn mode. There. So, yeah.
I'm just curious about how they're reworking the whole buffs situations and everything. Because they're getting rid of the 1/22 buff timings, speeding everything up. So it's evolve mode being slightly stronger. I don't know how that really is going to work out because I don't know if they're saying that it's slightly stronger based off of individual classes or overall realistically on how your party composition is going to work. We don't know. Not
We
enough
don't.
info was given.
We
Literally
have to
every
wait for
time they were going to
Berlin.
see, yeah, that was the meme. See you in Berlin.
See you in
Next time
Berlin. See you in Japan. I'm like, fuck you guys.
Yeah. At this point, we can't say anything. Like, I watched it, I thought about everything, and I'm all like, no, realistically, we don't know how everything will come together until Berlin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
'Cause
even
maybe we will see
Japan.
all the individual changes, but overall, as a team party stack, we will like it better. So we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
Two-minute
was...
Kirot, yeah. But they said they wanted to rework that, right? And so how does that reworking happening? We don't know. Honestly, you don't care about the damage. You just don't like.
The 2-minute cycle.
I'm just like two
Yeah.
cycle anymore. Yeah, yeah. So they're trying to get rid of it. So let's see.
They're working on it.
Bart has dance partner mechanic. Yeah, that was cute too. Now everyone can just have a partner. We can partner up. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. That's all we can
see
really
what
say.
happens.
But otherwise, like, the keynote was really fun. It was really good. I look forward to all the other things. These were just the things that stood out to me the most personally. For me,
Yeah.
personally. If you have specific, like, key moments from the keynote that you, like, really enjoyed, you know, let me know, because I'm super interested in it. I mean, I'd like to see what your guys' perspective was. Whether you were at FanFest, whether you were at the keynote, or whether you were just watching from home. Cause
Yeah, where are my
even
RP girlies, man? We get eyeshadow now. We get
we
new on
do
and off hiding gear. Like, let's go, glam.
glam.
I'm
The-
excited for hiding pieces of your gear because there are certain things of a lot of outfits that I really like the base outfit, but I just like hate the shoulder pads or something.
Yeah,
Right? Because it
yeah.
ruins the silhouette. And now maybe those fits will now work because they're gonna get rid of shoulders and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. So excited for that. Oh, your WoW friends were interested in the changes as well.
We
That's good.
I have mixed feelings about people coming in back to the game for FF because I feel like the community finally stabilized and now we know for a fact with this new expansion with the new updates it's gonna destabilize again. So anything anyone ever knew, it just I don't want to hear too many people go, oh, it used to be like this and it was better this way, or they should have done this. Like, fuck it, this is a new game now. Like, please,
Yeah.
please. So like I'm looking forward to new people, but I also am terrified of the comments. I'm so tired already of this community.
I think new people will probably be the folks who most likely will adapt to things a little bit easier. It's the folks who have been here from like day zero, even before that.
No. All the WoW players came in and were shitting on our game like, "Oh, we can do this and that in WoW. Why can't we do that in 14?" And I'm like, "This is a different game. Shut your mouth."
I
Like,
guess,
shut your
yeah,
trap.
transplants are also
Yeah.
another portion that I'm like, yeah, that's one thing that could be concerned about and worried about. It's also getting
Yeah.
destabilized to begin with. Aether's not letting in visitors at the moment. Oh, shit.
Yeah, yeah, but like, your fault for
know
not making a
that.
character on either. I made a character on every data center for this specific reason.
Hey, look, everyone told me to go on Siren that I asked, and it was about at least 3 people. So 3 people said to do that, and so I did.
Yeah, you
I
tried to.
tried
Oh, I'm
to.
sorry. Yeah, they did
Oh,
block character creation for a while, and they will during the new expansion,
yeah.
for sure, because they always lock all
For
the
four
contested servers.
hours? Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, that's the thing.
Oh,
Oh,
your friends already
snooze ad
played.
break
We'll
or
snooze it for
answer?
5 minutes, and then we'll take a quick break before moving on to the next part. I moved off
Okay.
Aether, but it's not going to matter in a few months. You're right. Because quality of life update means that PF is
Oh
now
yeah.
no longer region exclusive. If anything, we're now going to have PFs that are requesting for specific regions.
We'll see. We'll see. Cause maybe you won't be able to know. You know? We'll see.
We'll see.
Oh my God, but yes, I demand a larger blacklist if they're gonna do that.
Well, be ready to enjoy the DDoS in a month. Aw, man. Don't say that. Also,
I
what?
100% believe the game is not getting DDoS. I think it's their spaghetti code crashing the game because even when the game was not at peak and there weren't that many subscribers
Just
on,
get VPN.
congestion wasn't bad. We were still getting disconnected left and right. So I think it's their spaghetti code and not them actually getting attacked all the time. But yeah, I'm ready for the dying spaghetti code to bring us a decent experience.
Yeah, the game has been getting DDoS since the world's first races.
Even before and after that, I was still getting DDoS or disconnected the same amount of time, the same amount. So I don't think that's actually a thing.
So when Ultimate drops, NA is getting hammered again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I still think it's the spaghetti code and not attacks.
I think it's like a little bit of column A, column B. Like, I think some of it was happening enough that I was like, this is definitely DDoS's. And then some of it was just like, I think the spaghetti code is kind of shit.
For
Yeah,
how
it's-
much I learned of networking, I realized that when a network has been destabilized and people are getting kicked, unless you have code that can handle filtering and like error analysis well, you will generally consistently experience getting kicked that
You got
often.
DC'd earlier today, probably because of the influx
Oh.
of people Probably
Everyone trying to connect and yeah.
enjoy patch from day 0 on launch. Just
Yeah,
out of
nothing
the
else is
blue.
connected. Yeah, that's why I think a lot of it's spaghetti code and not being attacked.
Yeah, it's patch day. We are not playing patch today. There's totally no time today. Absolutely no time.
Maybe I was in the middle of alliance raid. Yeah, but the thing is, if it was truly denial of service, like I feel like you could hinder people rather than getting kicked out of the server, like kick them out at the
Yeah.
login screen, right? Because you should also be able to filter that information too. Like there are other checks you could put in that I don't know why they haven't put in by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the login screen, the boot, like there are three. You have to log in about essentially 3 times. Once to log into your account on the website or your launcher, wherever, like you had like your Square Enix account logging in. Then there's a character selection screen where you can filter out people there too,
Yeah.
right? And then not just in game. So there's like easily 3 checkpoints you can do, and they don't do any of them.
Yeah. Also, hi Puddin. Hi. What's up?
Hello.
We are just recapping on FanFest Day 1. We do have an ad coming up pretty soon, so we'll
No
probably
spoilers, please.
yeah, we'll take a quick break.
We're going to do it. We're gonna do the
Soon.
Alliance raid on Wednesdays. Please don't spoil it for us till
Wednesday,
then.
you mean Friday,
humbly-
right?
Or what Friday? Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, I was like Wednesday. Wednesday's tomorrow.
Yeah. I want to go into the Alliance raids blind. I don't want to know any mechanics. I want to die. I like experiencing death because I didn't know better.
Which will probably happen. No worries, I won't spoil anything. Yeah. Hey,
Yay,
Zhao.
thank you.
What's up?
Hi, Zhao.
Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit more about day 1 shortly after this quick commercial break. I want to get some more water. I want to use the restroom, and then kind of go into what we did after the keynote to continue FanFest Day 1 adventures. I can help you die. Well, that's sure. The Alliance raid has people, right? 3 teams of 8, yes, absolutely. There are people in the Alliance raid, I would hope. Although sometimes, and this includes myself as a Sprout, even though I lost the status, sometimes the people are not really people. We're just bots trying to figure out what's happening. But that's okay.
Yeah, don't ban me though.
It's okay. It's alright. I'm coming in for the loot. Got it. Join us when we experience 7.5.
I don't know what this patch update was. Whatever the patch was, don't spoil it for us because we're gonna do that on Friday.
Yeah. For
Was it
now.
Was it a trial?
I
I don't know.
have
Who
no
cares?
idea.
It's new content.
It was a patch.
It was a patch.
With that being said, we will be right back shortly after this quick commercial break. Hello, we're back.
We're back.
Yeah, so day one was pretty good overall with the keynote. After the keynote basically wrapped, we pretty much went straight to con,
Yeah, we did.
which
We
was
did.
great. It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
I'm not gonna lie, it was smaller than I thought it was going to be. But when you walk in and then you see the booth, they're also like, oh, those are really cute, really cool, cute concepts. But they also were like, did they steal this from arcade somewhere or carnival somewhere? Did they steal this
There were
from
some things that
another
were
show and
like,
just like repainted it?
there were definitely some things I'm like, these are just carnival games.
Yeah, they were just carnival games, just
Yeah.
repainted, reskinned, just FF
Reskinned for FF.
Yeah. But I
No,
didn't hate
reskinned for Tulliola specifically.
it. That is true.
Like, it was all, everything that we experienced in this fan fest was, like, Dawn Trail, oriented, because we had set, like, except for, like, the Crystalline Conflict, like, event, every single event was related to something in, Solution 9, the Arcadion, Living Memory, and
It
then,
was just
or
a
just,
Dawn Trail expansion
yeah, it was just
area.
Dawn Trail
Yeah.
X-Pact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like, hey, remember this X-Pack we just wrapped on? Like, it was pretty chill. It was pretty fun, wasn't it? Like, here's all the stuff that, like, the fandom mostly pretty much enjoyed the most, I think. Which I think was pretty
The
right.
Graha boat ride.
The Graha boat ride, which was capped
Take a
on
life with
multiple
the husband.
occasions.
Yeah.
Capped on multiple occasions for, like, a 2 to 3 hour wait time just for a photo op.
Yeah. They
Nothing
literally
else.
said, here's a sticker. Don't even wait in line if you're not here for it, because we don't want people here.
Yeah,
They
it's
literally
like,
just started on day 2, so just handed out stickers.
Yeah.
To like, please don't be here.
Day one was actually, like, I think if you min-maxed everything, you could have actually done everything by day one because everybody was
I
so
don't think
focused.
so.
I don't know. We got really lucky
I was-
because we had somebody with the power and privilege of, not privilege, I would say just full out power of ADA accommodations, so we got to cut line a lot.
Yeah, but like it was an average 3-hour wait time for every event. Let's just put that into perspective. So
Yeah.
if it's 3 hours in a 9-hour day, you can only do 3 things, and so that's not enough.
So maybe like two
Yeah.
and two per day.
Yeah, you needed the full 2 days to experience everything without the power of ADA.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just got
So-
a privileged experience because we were accommodating a friend.
Yeah, and they were willing to let our whole group through with our friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have just been like, no, only one person with this person. But from what I understand, this was a response to what had happened last FanFest, which was not
Yeah.
so ADA accommodating. In fact, quite the opposite, to the point that I think technically they were breaking laws by not accommodating whatsoever. And so
I think it was a good thing.
yeah, so so I think they really put the hammer down like about ADA accommodation this time around, where it's like if someone's ADA and they're confirmed for ADA, just let them through with like their
But then
group.
also like if you are ADA and like you really are to the point where you cannot afford to wait in line because of your disability for whatever reason, and they only
Mhm.
let your buddy in because you only get one partner, right? One helper. Then if you have a whole ass group, how are you supposed to do the events with your friends? You're still isolated if they only let you and your partner
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
So they're kind of forced to let whoever is in the party with the ADA member go through.
Yeah.
Because otherwise their experience is ruined regardless.
Yeah, because like it kind of defeats the
Yeah.
purpose of the accommodation, and also there's the underlying like feeling of like, well, this is just fucked up equity wise.
Yeah. And it's not like there wasn't enough space to host the whole group too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That ended up working out
Pretty
well.
yeah. I think pretty much every
I
activity
appreciate what
we
they
did
did.
was group oriented. I don't
It
think
was,
yeah,
yeah.
I think every person also who came to FanFest, I mean, I'm sure there were a couple solo like goers, which is nothing wrong with that, by the way. Some people, and myself included, enjoy going to an event alone. There are sometimes moments where at cons I have just gone off by myself to something because I'm like, I just want to do this alone. No one else wants to come with me. I'm just gonna go and do this alone then. Or I'm just pulling out. I don't say it, but I am just like, I'm going to this thing by myself.
Now come on.
Because I feel introverted now. And it's nice to like have a friend group that can A, understand that, and B, also just have that time to yourself. So some people probably did go to FanFest alone, but a lot of these events were very group oriented.
Yeah, they
And
were meant to accommodate like 4 and 8 stacks. They were like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, come with your light party or
Yeah.
come with your full party.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like that's probably what they expected. Was like people are coming to meet up with like their statics and everything.
Online friends.
Yeah, online friends.
Online
Yeah.
friends. Online friends are real friends too.
Online friends are definitely real friends. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to be able to experience that. So we were able to get through a lot of stuff in day one very easily, such as the Living Memory event that it featured a Graha photo op, and also just getting a picture with an FF14 sign because they just had the letters just standing
Oh yeah, the
up.
XIV letters right in the center of the hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I think those were the only 2 we did that day.
Yeah, the rest we did the other days. I
yeah,
think. No,
'cause
we
we-
did the Solution 9 bar photo ops.
Oh, you're right. We did Solution 9 photo bar, but you didn't get a sticker
Yeah.
for that. You didn't get a sticker for that.
Yeah, no sticker for that.
Yeah, we did get a Jollibee sticker, though. Even though we did not go to Jollibee at all during this fan fest, unlike many other
I mean,
folks.
I took a picture with the Jollibee honey bee.
I think
when
it's
they were
just the
there.
Jollibee. I don't think the honeybee Jollibee was there for that.
No, the one photo I illegally just snapped off to the side was with both the honeybee and the Jollibee.
Oh,
They
okay.
were both there.
I think photos were fine throughout the entire event. It was just the like music stuff that you weren't allowed to take photos or video of. So piano
no, I'm
concert and
saying
primals.
I really shittily cut the line by accident.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that
Yeah.
context. Because I was gonna say, like, if that's the case, everything I just took here is illegal, by the way.
No.
Everything
just
we're looking at
accidentally cut the line.
illegal.
Yeah.
Although technicality, this photo that we're seeing on the right here is a little illegal. But I didn't take any video. I didn't take any video at all. I just couldn't help it because wow, those are some pretty fucking dresses. So
I
stunning.
know their outfits were so
So
nice.
good. So nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want that dress. It's on the left. I
They're
had a
both
dr-
so
I had a
nice.
dress like that when I dressed up as Belle for Halloween and when I was like 5 in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, but piano concert was really lovely. Let's rewind a little bit. Cosplay walk. Wow. What a fumble.
What a shit show.
What
Yeah.
a
How do you finish an hour-long event in 27 minutes? That's
you can
crazy.
you can watch the whole thing and like time it
27
yourselves, by
minutes.
the way.
It's 27 minutes. See? Because they started late and they ended early, so the whole walk itself only lasted 27 minutes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy. You watched the concert stream? Hey, nice ghost. Nice. Yeah, Smile and Be My Honey were great. And I feel
It was
really
great.
bad. Like someone mentioned earlier, I think it was, sorry, I don't remember who said it, but someone earlier in chat was mentioning how the walk was kind of
I
fucked.
cried. Yeah. I cried during Smile. It
Oh.
hit home. It was feels. Yeah. A lot of our friends and a lot of us cried during the piano concert. It was touching.
It was great. It was really
It
touching.
was great.
I
Yeah.
felt the emotions welling up for a bit myself. I did not cry, unfortunately. I was not in the cry party. That was like 4 months ago at Near. Yeah, I feel like
It's 'cause we just finished it, right? So we didn't
Yeah,
have time
yeah.
to sit with it in the raids and shit, right?
No, I
So-
felt emotional about it too. I know there's some people who have played through the game and just like immediately like cried on like, day 1 of experience, like day
Yeah.
0. I just
Yeah.
didn't really feel that. I just never really felt that well of emotions at any point in my experience, my personal experience. I did feel emotional at some points, like in the sense of like, yeah, the story is really meaningful, but I never really felt like, and it'll take, and maybe I'll get there one day. But as somebody who's still very new to the game, I didn't have that emotional like impact just yet. But I did feel emotions welling up, especially for Flo. Flo was very much just like a, just regardless of like whether you have like years of experience with the game or just like just recently caught up, like I think you, if you experience Amanda's live experience, like live like vocals, you can't help but not feel something. Like you'd have to be like heartless to not feel something. And so that was probably my favorite portion of like the piano concert. Be My Honey was really cute. The Atomatome from Sokim was also really great.
Oh my gosh, that
So
was
funny.
hilarious.
Very
I'm
funny.
like, why is there suddenly something off pitch? And then he comes on with it. And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh.
got it.
Yeah.
So that was really funny. I enjoyed that. And then that leads us, speaking of Soken, into day 2. So, like, about that thing where it's like everyone crying at FanFest and then I cry at Nier, I feel like we had a bit of an exchange of events here because, ironically, like, I was the only one in my group to win a meet and greet. Like, out of everybody in, like, our group who won meet and greet RNG, like, I think I was the only one who did it, right? The only one who got it. Everyone else was, like,
No.
a run-in.
They got meet and greets, but not to people they wanted to see, so they just said, not gonna do it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
And then I got, I RNG'd Soken, who, like, honestly, out of all people, was probably the best one to get, maybe next to Yoshi P, for my personal experience. Because I was like, I don't know who some of these people are, like, that much yet. Like, I barely have, like, that strong of an emotional connection yet. Like, if I got the Yoshi P RNG, I literally was gonna come to his face to be like, oi, kono shizu, do you mean? Like, I was really just gonna come at him like, what's wrong with this map UI? What's wrong with it? And that's probably not the best impression you want to make to the, director of the game. Maybe Koji Fox? Maybe, but, like, even then, like, the best person really was at the end of the day Soken, because the music is what's really, like, kept me through, like, so much of like, not kept me through the game as, like, a leading force or a North Star, but more, like, throughout the entire game, besides the game, all I've done is listen to the music. Like, I've spent so much time paying attention to the music. As somebody who's a bit more musically inclined, like, I spent so much time listening to it in game. I haven't listened to it outside game yet. I'm getting there. There's still parts that I'm like, do I like this yet? Like, that much yet? And I'm like, I'm still getting there. But I won the RNG. My meet and greet was on Saturday, so I decided the night before I was gonna cost crunch my 2P wig, which you can't see here because I'm not trying to dox myself, but I cost crunched a wig for 2P and decided, hey, wouldn't it be funny if I just kind of showed up as, like, 2P, which is from an entirely different IP, and said hi to Soken. I don't think he really recognized, like, 2P that much to that degree, which is fine, by the way, but he was really chill about it. And when I asked him, like, can we do the Yorha pose, he was very gung-ho about that. And he was more so gung-ho for the second pose that I wanted to do, which was a Gyaru P, which I will share a photo later in Discord for, because apparently he had never done one. If you know what the Gyaru P is, it's basically like a Gyaru's version of a peace sign, which is rather than you pointing your peace sign with your individual finger and middle finger pointing upwards, you actually turn your hand the other way around so that the fingers are pointing downwards. And I guess he had never done that before. No one had asked him to do that before. So I was just like, oh, cool. I'm getting to do that with you for the first time. And you're getting to do that for the first time. So overall, it was a very smooth, like, meet and greet. Like, I checked in 15 minutes beforehand. There was, like, maybe a handful of people in front of me, and it just went by real quick. No one stuck around for longer than maybe, like, a couple seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds at most. And it was overall really chill. funny enough, Yoshi P and Amanda were the other 2 meet and greets happening at the same time as my meet and greet, and they all happened in the same general area with no walls blocking each other, so I did get to see Yoshi P very up close. So in a sense, I kind of got a meet and greet with him without having to, like, actually win the RNG in that way. But, like, obviously I didn't get to interact with him or anything, so there was that. But that was, like, kind of the first half of... That was me on my own for a little bit while everyone else was doing something. What did you guys get up to while I was gone?
We did a lot of the so we did the ring bottle toss thingy from the Tulioli. We went to all the artworks from the art contest. So that's where we found out about the video stuff to do. So looking at that was really cute. We did the crystalline conflict once before we did it again with you. And then what else did we do? Yeah, we were just running around con floor, and then we went to the lyric panel. So yeah,
Yes, and that's where I found you guys.
it was really fun. And then you know the rest. We stayed there all the way to the end of the Iron Mouse concert, which
Pretty
was really
much,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I went back to change because wearing 2P, as wonderful as it is, the heels were very tiring, and so I changed out into something a little bit more casual, especially because later that day was going to be primals. And wow, what an experience. Actually, before that, once I changed back, we finally got into, like, actually doing other activities, like finally experiencing
Pretty
Dancing
stickers.
Green.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dancing Green. That was so fun.
Which was, like, I think something we were trying to do, like, basically all weekend.
It's because the line kept being capped. Every time we walked by, the line was capped. And, like, we tried day 1 and day 2, and it was capped both days. I was like, oh, so sad.
Yeah.
But then finally, like, toward the end of day 2, they finally uncapped it for a little bit. But then we got lucky with the power of ADA anyway. So that's how we ended up doing Dancing Green without it taking too long. But essentially, after we went into the line, they capped the line again anyway. So
They didn't even
the windows in which they opened the line is really freaking short.
It wasn't even
Yeah.
capped. It was like, these are the last, like, we were talking, we heard the MC go off and say, we've done this 77 times, and we're about to do it 22 more times. So they
And
literally,
that's it, yeah.
they literally
They
said, like,
yeah.
everyone who's left in the line, that's the last people who are basically going to get to do it.
Yeah.
Like, they cut off the lines after a certain point, because they were like, you don't get to do these activities anymore after this time. So you really had to, like, min-max your time to do things, and I wouldn't be surprised if some people just didn't get to do stuff or see stuff because of what choices they had to make of, like, this is what I want to do.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the 2 MCs though, because sometimes people wouldn't be dancing, or like they'd be like really too shy and awkward, and you still have to do like voice lines for those people. And then other times, like people were like really gung ho and fantastic, and they're just all like, I don't know what they're doing, and so they're just like, oh, we appreciate the enthusiasm. So like, I felt really bad for the 2 MCs, and they've been doing it for so long, you could hear them losing their voices.
They
as the
were
day went
they were
on.
so done. Not
Yeah.
done, like, they were gone.
One was still there professionally doing it, and then the
Yeah.
other one was just all like, no,
I'm done.
I'm doing the bare minimum.
Yeah, I'm done.
But couldn't be helped. I mean, they
Yeah.
already did it 77 times that day, right?
Shout out to every Dancing Green cosplayer, especially this one in the bondage gear. He wasn't just dressed in bondage gear. He was dressed as normal Dancing Green multiple times. But, like, shout out to him, because, like, I think he was probably the most popular cosplayer in the entire, like, for the entire weekend.
It's because he was a vibe.
He
the
was
whole time,
emulating
too.
Dancing Green the whole time.
Yeah. But there was a Manderville and Manderville's father cosplay that had a little mini skit running through the middle hall, which was really cute. They chased each other and did the dances, and it was actually really fun to see too. But you were at the meet and greet during that time.
Hi,
So
Brando.
yeah.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Welcome in. Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah.
there were a lot of community interactions that just like they weren't part of a group, but then we loved the game enough that they were just in character for a bit.
There's, like, a shit ton of
Oh,
clips of this
yeah.
guy. There's a shit ton of clips of this guy everywhere. Like, Twitter, TikTok, IG. The guy's everywhere. The guy's gone, like, viral. If they ever do, like, official cosplayers, like, I think they would have them be a shoo-in for Dancing Green.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they already had the cosplay ready and everything. Yeah, but that's probably not 100% likely. I don't know how... I don't know if like FanFest or like Square would be willing to ever do booth bays in that manner.
I mean, the Jollibee girl was invited by FF,
That's
so
true. They did have official
it's
cosplayers.
possible.
They had,
Yeah,
I
they
think,
did.
3 or 4, give or take. I don't remember the number exactly. I didn't see anyone except for the Jollibee one. So,
Oh, they had timed intervals, and I think you missed all of them actually. Because when I saw them, I got the tail end of it, essentially, like where they say, "Oh, sorry, you
ah,
can't take a photo with them. You can just look at them from afar," because they
I
were leaving.
see. I see. I see. I
Yeah.
see. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, they
Yeah,
need breakthrough,
they
right?
do. They
So,
do. Yeah.
yeah.
So that was like, I think after that, with the events, we wrapped up on the Dancing Green dance event, which took 4 minutes to get through. I didn't realize it was a 4 minute event until like,
It was a song, yeah, a whole
yeah, the
song.
full song. The full song
Yeah.
actually is what happened. I was like, oh, this was longer than I thought. I mean, my thighs were like tired after that because I just kept using my legs to move. But it
Maybe
was really
you work
fun.
out more if you're tired.
Hmm?
Uh, Stamina needs a little work if it's just one song.
Maybe. I did.
Maybe.
I did like
Okay, you're
dance a
debuffed right
lot.
now.
Debuffed,
Yeah.
yeah. But it was fun. I would do it again if they gave us the time to do it. If they brought it back, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah. I don't think
Yeah,
they'll bring it back though, because
probably
they didn't bring
not.
back any of the other things that they had from the previous years,
No, everything
unfortunately.
next year's probably everything next time probably gonna be ever cold related. Just
Yeah.
reflavor it.
It would be funny if they did, but also really disappointing if they did at the same
They're just
time.
gonna have like it's just Dancing Green cosplayers are just gonna show up and like recreate the whole thing again themselves.
Yeah, I am of the opinion, which I think is not a popular opinion, that I think the amount of things to do during FanFest was just right, so that if you actually planned your schedule, you could have hit everything and done everything and barely finished on time, essentially. So I think the amount of stuff was doing. A lot of people were complaining that there wasn't enough things to do at FanFest. But if I think realistically and you got stuck in those like 3 hour queue times, if they had any more and you missed an event, I think you would be a lot more pissed than being bored for like 1 or 2 hours where you should have been spending that time eating anyway. Because a lot of people who did everything and still had time left over did not take care of themselves. So I think it was just right. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't think that they should redo panels. I think they should just keep the same number of panels and just come up with new things to do. Or
I
not panels,
think,
things to do.
yeah, I was gonna say
Like
panel
exhibits,
wise, I actually
exhibits.
would have appreciated more from a panel sense because they stream it the whole time and like you had a huge gap in between like the lyric panel
But
and primal.
but it sucks if like you wanted to participate in the panels, but then you're going to go do the events. So I like the spacing
I
where it's
think
like, okay, if I want to
one.
do all the
Mhm.
panels, but there's 1 or 2 exhibits I want to do, you could do that,
I think
right?
one way they could have alleviated that too was like maybe rather than a panel that involved audience participation was maybe not recycle the same like 15-second like commercials over and over again.
Oh yeah, you might have gotten
I
tired of the
Yeah,
commercials
I
for
think
sure,
having
but
something that incorporated like some more like create content creation, whether that's just like reposting like content creation,
or they should have
or
just had the
sharing.
filtered hashtag, like the Twitter hashtag, and then just like show
Yeah.
post from that after they've been like approved and audited by
Yeah.
someone.
Like,
That would have been really cool.
yeah, I mean, social media team really got to step themselves up to do that and maybe
Yeah.
not, lay everyone off every couple of years. But hey, that's a conversation for a whole different time. Oh, Zap, hi!
Oh,
Thank you so much for
hello.
the read.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
We're just talking about FanFest Day 2, and what we enjoyed about it, what we kind of didn't enjoy about it, because sometimes it just be like that. There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism about something you enjoy. And, just how it went overall. We were just talking about, a little bit of how the exhibition was in terms of, like, amount of events. And I do agree. I think the amount of events based on the time frame was just right. But from a streaming standpoint, I think they should have included a little bit more variety. And
Yeah.
possibly a hashtag filtering out stuff would have potentially helped. Or even just submissions of clips from people that were pre-approved could have also helped immensely as well. Because it's like, everyone has that one, like, experience in, like, FF that you're just like, this was really funny, or this was really impactful to me, or like, this was really important. Like, or the video AMVs, because there were video AMV submissions, right? It's like, that would have been great to see, rather than us trying to search for it, which, by the way, I never found. I kind of gave up on it. And I wish they had just had that available for people to view on stream, perhaps. Because that's a very easy to access, readily available medium for people to get to.
Yeah.
But Zaf, I hope Operation Rampage was fun. Thank you again for the raid. I do have footage. Coming back to Tara's question, I do have footage of FanFest here and there, and I have footage I will be editing together to post later. Some of the
I
footage.
have no footage, so don't expect anything from me. Kinyo was the only one that had a camera going during this trip.
Yeah, I got a camera from like 20 years ago. Like, my dad had it, like, just sitting around, and I just took it, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm using this now.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on to more, actually, this is most of day 2. I did take some footage of a potential music event that happened on day 2 of FF14 FanFest, but I will not be sharing that because I don't want to get canceled, aka copyright striked, because Japan is really strict about that. But the concert was really cool. I feel like, for me personally, I enjoyed the piano just a tad bit more, just because I like piano instrumentals more than I like rock. Not that Primal wasn't bad. Primal was really great. It was really cool. It's just more like, I think I still need to, like, have the emotional weight of some of these songs pressed upon me a bit further for me to fully have enjoyed it, compared to the piano concert where it's like...
Wait, no. You straight up have not done the content for a lot of the songs.
Yeah, I
in the
didn't.
Primal's concert.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of them.
Yeah, so yeah, there's no way you would have enjoyed it more because you knew everything from the piano concert, but
I
you
did.
didn't know more than half the songs from the Primal concert.
Yeah, I didn't. I just kind of got to, like, vibe and enjoy it, and, like,
Yeah.
pop off for the stuff I did know.
During the Alexander song, during the time freeze, she was just like, huh? I guess.
Sure, yeah.
Sure, yeah. And she's like, huh? What's going on? And we're like, this is the mechanic.
I was like, this is a mechanic, huh? I'm like, I guess we're all just in a
Yeah, it's a
mechanic
mechanic.
now. I thought it was really impressive the way, like, mostly everybody was able to freeze for it, so I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
So I can't
Yeah.
be too mad about that. Like, in a sense of, like, in terms of just impact, really cool. Like, overall impact. I look to my right, and both your cats are staring at me now that they know stream is over. Ah, I see. You gotta get to it then. Cats are demanding
tax.
text. They're demanding tax.
Cat tags.
Yeah. But otherwise, like, it was really good.
Playing enough to know, yeah.
It's a huge meme to freeze in that song for the
Yeah.
community. Well, I got the gist. I wasn't moving. I froze too. Thank you very much. There were some people. There were some people moving. Wow, that's crazy. You're the one who actually did the mechanic in the game, and, like, you're the one moving as well.
I didn't freeze for it. I was like, no, it's okay. I want to keep moving. I was more like, I was so tired that if I stopped moving, like I truly stopped moving, I would be done for the night.
Valid.
Yeah. I
Understandable.
had to keep hyping, vibing.
The younger one wants her pet tax. Then you better pet her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the I like how they offer 2 different types of concert genres. And also, like, considering you paid $265 for your whole ticket, including, like, taxes, you basically paid, like, what,
For the 2 concerts. You're paying for the concerts.
Yeah, you paid for the concerts. I'm like, that's pretty good for $265. That's not too
Yeah.
bad. I paid $300 for a concert. A little under $300 for a concert recently, so I can't be that mad. Yeah. Like, both were worth, by the way. All the one I'm comparing it to and these 2 concerts, all worth. All of them worth. I'm really happy I left my mark on FanFest using my sticker. I got a really prime spot, thank you very much, right at the, in the middle of the 0 of 2006. Or not 2006, 2026. Wow, 2006. I don't even think FanFest, like, 14 wasn't even, there wasn't even 14 yet. It would have been 11, wouldn't it have been?
There was a fan-run FanFest back then. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a thing back in 2006.
Yeah. Funny enough, I put that sticker on day 1, but I put it on day 2 because I feel like, not memorial, like, I guess, like, it made more sense to have it in day 2 because I'm like, yeah, I left my mark on FanFest right here. It was good. I enjoyed it. One thing I will say was a little bit, I feel a little bit like, about is, the moment you exit as soon as Primals ends, you're not allowed back in. So we couldn't get back in for closing ceremony.
Yeah.
Because we thought our friends were gonna come out at the same time we did. We got separated. But then they stayed in and we were like, oh shit, we lost our friends. Like, can we go find them? And security, like, staff said no. They said you have to wait for your friend to come back, and I'm like, well, that's kind of fucked up.
I think it's also stupid because there were people who didn't want to watch the Primals concert because there's not their vibe or whatever, but they wanted to go watch the closing ceremony, and you can't go in and watch the closing ceremony unless you were there for the Primals concerts because they closed the doors so what ended up happening was they closed the doors at 6:30, which is 30 minutes before the Primal concerts, and they didn't let anyone back in after that.
I did not know that.
So if you missed the concert, you could not watch the closing ceremony. You had to watch it from outside the double doors, which is really freaking stupid. Yeah.
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 I think that was really fucked up that they made, that they established that rule. So I hope next year they don't do that because I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, what's the security risk? Like, you literally, like, it's the end. It's the end, y'all. Like, if that's the case, like, don't break down the stuff yet, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I felt about that. I just kind of felt it was fucked up that they wouldn't let people back in just for the closing ceremony. So maybe that's something they can improve on for next year. But, like, overall, FanFest was wonderful. And it wasn't just day 1 and day 2 we experienced. We even had a day 3. Here's some video footage. Yay! Oh my god, you can't see my husband. Oh my god, I'm hiding my husband. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. So going from left to right, we went to a cup sleeve event. The line was disgustingly long. It wasn't worth it getting the cup sleeve. So instead, I just ran around giving stickers to people. And I ran into somebody who appreciates Aaron Bell. They had such a cute Aaron Bell plush. I had to get a picture. I gave him a sticker because I was like, this is more than enough. Like, I am so joyful just from seeing my husband in person like this. Because no one cosplayed Aaron Bell at con that I saw. Maybe
the Dancing Green cosplayer was actually an Aaronville cosplayer.
They were.
I think, day 1, I think.
No, they weren't. They weren't.
not for
they did OG Dancing Green on day 1, and then they went to like bondage version, and then went back to normal Dancing Green for primals.
I see.
So there was no Aaronville cosplayer. I would have done it this year. I just didn't feel like I had the time or bandwidth to do it this year. But next time I will. Now that I love my husband thoroughly.
Yeah.
Yes. You updated your caffeine amount for Zaph's request. Zaph. Oh boy. Anyways, what's wrong? Oh, you're able to come into Aether now that you have your VPN on. Congrats, dude. But unfortunate to hear that it took you turning on your VPN.
The powers of VPN.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate it.
Anyways, after we spent a couple of hours, I think we spent like maybe an hour and a half at the cup event because like we clearly weren't gonna make it in to get a cup sleeve because
you guys spent closer to 2.5 hours there.
I don't even remember.
I know because I took a full ass 2 hour.
Okay, got it. Welcome back, Brando. So we were there for 2.5 hours. I was just giving stickers out to people. I was just talking to individuals who I thought looked cool or had like stickers on them or had an Aaronville plush on them. That was more than enough too. Because I had a lot of stickers to give away still. I think I only went through half of the 200 I bought, so I only got through 100. I only interacted with like 100 folks, which is more than usual for someone like me, so I'm okay with that. Interacting with 100 people IRL, that's a lot. But after that, we went straight to the Requiem Cafe, which was having an FF14 collab. Fortunately, I was part of a reservation, so here is my oshikatsu with my wife, to be.
Good night, Brando.
Oh, have a good night. Catch you both next FF14. Yes, we'll catch us on Friday then. Yeah. And so I got myself 2 drinks. I got myself the healer check, which is a given for myself, and then I got myself a blooming light drink. Both of them were really sugary. Wow. And then I got myself a pudding whey flan. Wow, lots of sugar. I had so much sugar for FanFest. I don't want to eat that much sugar for a while. I'm getting older.
Yeah.
And then
Your
some
bodies are not
videos.
the same.
Oh shoot, that's not it. Some videos. Yeah. Yippee, videos. And last but not least, I have a question because I took me a second to remember this. Why is it not playing? Why is it not playing? Oh yeah, the zoom in on Yestola. Why does she look so chopped here?
Cause
I know it's
I don't know.
ARR, but like I forgot how chopped she looked.
What do you mean by chopped? I don't know what chopped means.
She looks bad.
I
Like
think
for
it may be the
her.
lighting.
No,
It
it's
might be the
no.
lighting.
I mean her fit. She looked. I forgot how bad she looked in ARR. Is what I'm saying.
They all had bad fits in ARR,
They
man.
did.
It was
I'm
the
just.
beginning.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
forgot. Like, wow, she looks bad. Like she looks.
It's because Tataru wasn't a sewer yet. That's why Tataru wasn't on top of their glam at that point in time.
That's true.
They don't get a glam update until Tataru comes along, right? And
That's
goes, "Hey, you
true.
guys look kind of sucky."
Yeah.
And they give you fits.
Real. 1 second. I realized there's audio playing in the last bit of this. Oh wait, you can't hear that though, huh? Let me just make sure. I'm gonna fix that real quick, actually. Because I realized the audio's playing in that. And I don't know why it is. Okay. Let me go back to this. Okay, we're back in this. I liked the cafe. It was cute. It was nice. It was a vibe. The lighting was not too bad. Oh, speaking of FanFest lighting, though, that was really dark. I know we're already done with FanFest, but I do want to mention that. It was dark. I couldn't see shit.
It was really dark.
They made, you know what the darkest place was? Let's go back a second. You know this area with the stickers? That's
That
the
was the
darkest
darkest
part.
place.
They made.
Why did they choose to have the sticker trade at that location of all locations?
They made the sticker
Made
trade
no
the
sense, but,
darkest
you know, it's
area.
okay.
It's so
It was
funny.
like chill hangout spots in between the panel room and the event room. Yeah.
It made no sense. I was so confused. I was like, you can't see anybody. You can't find anybody. I mean, yeah, I look great in photos because you can't see my face.
You can't see me, I look better.
Actually, I looked horrible in these photos with Soken. That's why you also don't see my face. My face looks trash. Yeah, I think this FanFest was also like a realization of like, oh, I need to relearn how to do makeup with my current skin. Like my makeup wasn't bad, it was just more like I looked really moist. And I was not happy. I just wasn't happy with that personally. Especially in the certain lighting, like this kind of lighting, this bright ass lighting. I looked wet. But you know what? It worked out for the end because the event was fun. The event was good. Requiem was really fun and chill. And then after that, we had dinner on a rooftop. which was really
It was really
cool.
cool.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Got some sunset. Got to see some Disney. Did not go to Disney. A little bit salt about that. Not salt. I'm just sad. No face reveal. No.
Of course not. No, no face reveal.
No.
Yeah.
There's two ways for this to happen, actually. I'm gonna be really honest. There's two ways for this to happen. My following becomes large enough for me to feel confident with doing a face reveal. That's option A. Option B is you have to give me an exorbitant amount of money that I can continue living without a job. Those are the only two ways you'd get me to do a face reveal. Nothing in between.
Yeah. I agree.
So,
I agree with
shmoney.
that. Shmoney.
There's nothing wrong with that. I want to
Nothing wrong with that.
survive. I want to thrive. Anyways, no face reveal this time. But what is going to be revealed is what we're doing, what I feel about FanFest overall. FF14 out of 10 would go again. Very cold. Ever cold, if you will. Disney Redemption 2028. Please, we're gonna do it. And oh my gosh, Peak near raids are free now. So, yeah, I do FanFest again. It's not like a con of like, it's an anime convention. You're gonna get to try a lot of different things, see a lot of different stuff. It's actually probably, of all the conventions I've attended in my life, it actually falls a little bit above like new cons, actually, in the sense of there's not much to do. There's not much in the area except Disneyland is kind of a huge buff actually for where FF sits right now. I would argue like them moving back to Anaheim is a huge buff for them because it gives like the community something to do before and after FanFest. Besides
Disney
like fan
Redemption
events.
is we didn't get to go to Disney. We had planned to go either before or after, but we didn't actually manage to go before or after. So next time, if FanFest happens in Anaheim, we would like to go do Disney during FanFest at some point.
Yeah.
That is Disney Redemption. That's assuming if they have it at Anaheim again.
That's
Because
assuming.
this isn't the first time they've been at the Anaheim Convention Center. They were actually at the Anaheim Convention Center like 6 years before this.
Yeah.
So maybe they might have it for a third time at Anaheim.
So
Yeah.
fingers crossed, fingies crossed. Hopefully. It seems like they like Anaheim, they like California quite a bit. So even just them being in SoCal would be a little bit easier to be like, we could do Disney. The possibility, at least. The possibility.
Maybe.
The possibility. I
Yeah.
gotta be a little delulu about it before they announce it, you know?
It's just I feel like because they have it on a Friday, Saturday, the timing is really tight for
Yeah.
people because they have to take PTO to travel on Thursday and Friday,
Mhm.
and that PTO is usually what people would do on Monday so that you could do things on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so if people don't have a full day for Disney, they don't really want to do Disney.
Yeah.
So it might be a little hard to time if they continue this Friday, Saturday trend instead of Saturday, Sunday trend.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. This is just like a hopeful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a great idea for an ultimate that they'll never do. A Disney ultimate. The closest I think we'll
Kingdom
ever
Hearts?
get is
Absolutely
Kingdom Hearts.
never.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
that's
it
the
would-
closest
Kingdom
they'll
Hearts,
ever
they
get.
would not be able to.
They would
Even
just do
if it's a
Sora. They would probably just do Sephiroth.
Maybe that might unlikely, but it's not a 0% chance. I would
There's
say.
a non-0% chance, I would argue.
Non-zero, but still pretty close to
Yeah.
zero.
Yeah, non-0% chance. But yeah. How did you feel about FanFest overall? We talked a lot about it, but just like overall.
So I was at the lyric panel and they
Mhm.
had the panelists or like the people in the audience make up new lyrics for that one song.
I was there for that before I went
Yeah,
back to change.
And during the fucking concert, they didn't keep the lyrics that the goers came, they edited again and they flipped the two lines so that the broken standard line was the first line, and then the other line, the far-fetched and battered, was the second line. But they didn't even use far-fetched and battered. They changed it to something else. It was something different written on the screen. Like, yeah, it was roughly the same
Ah.
gist, but they didn't leave it the same. So what was the point of letting the audience do it and having that moment just for that concert if you're gonna change it anyway? Like, that low-key pissed me off. Because I was
You
looking
were
forward to
holding on
that
to that.
moment of like, yeah, like this audience participation made it somewhere and actually made it somewhere, and then like, nah, bro, we kind of made it. Because the broken standard line wasn't even a line that the panelists came up with, that the audience came up with. It was a line that the two host MCs, Koji and the other person, I don't know their name.
Director of
Um,
communications and
Directors of
or
communications,
community management.
they are the ones that made that line and kept that line. That wasn't even a panelist suggestion. If you watch the video, you'll notice that it's like, oh, they misheard what the panelists said and came up with that line on their own. So yeah,
They
I
probably
was
just
like,
like went back to the drawing board and like redid it again before like the concert because they did have like 3 hours, 4 hours.
yeah, but that's not the crazy that it's like, I get it, like, okay, you redo it again for the official release, but for that concert, they should have just left it as it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, but no, they redid it.
So Koji and Fox Clone. Yeah, Fox
Oh,
Clone.
okay, I see. I only knew Koji. I didn't know Fox Clone. Yeah, and so that was a little downer, but otherwise I really did like FanFest overall.
Yeah, same.
Um, yeah, yeah. I think I just really need to bring stickers next time because it's an easy way to talk to people when you have stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it really, because I was just really enjoying the con as a regular attendee day two, and day one kind of went as a blur to me because we were in cosplay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which tends to happen a lot when you're in
Yeah.
cosplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Huh.
agree, yeah. It was good overall though. I enjoyed myself. I'd go again. I think
I'm
if
still thinking
anything,
over
mhm.
a lot of the cosplayers though that I was walking around and meeting, and they just look so cool. It's like, oh, people are so cool.
I
Yeah.
think if anything,
I love
more
that.
than I think attending FanFest really has me um more appreciative for the game be through the community itself.
Yeah.
Because so much of my play, like someone was describing it on a Twitter post on how FF14 is not an MMORPG, it is an RPG MMO. Oh, hello! Name is Z. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi. We're just
Well,
wrapping.
good.
I appreciate that. We are actually just wrapping up on our FanFest experience, which was absolutely wonderful. I really appreciated how yeah, the community just really made me appreciate the game as a whole so much more because up until this point, I really just played the game almost as like a single person experience, almost barring like, you know, the times that, you know, we would go at things together as a duo. Like, of course, you basically held my hand for the entire MSQ, Lillian. And then throughout the end portion of like Dawn Trail, post Dawn Trail, there was more of us queuing up together, which really progressed our, you know, well, let us progress through the game. Actually, there was parts that I don't think we would have ever
We
made
would
it
not have made it
through.
without you guys as viewers. Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely. Thank you.
and so, like that got more cemented once I got to FanFest. Actually,
Mhm.
by feeling the
Yeah.
passion of the community, of the devs, of the artists who all contribute to this game and its experience. So I'm coming out of like FanFest like really looking forward to trying out the patch, really looking forward to 8.0 because for the first time rather than trying to catch up, I'm going to be playing alongside people for once. Granted, there's still a lot to catch up on, but we are getting there slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. With that being said, what is coming up soon? What's next? Now that honestly we've spent the last 4 months literally just trying to complete this arc in our lives, which is just finishing FF14 MSQ. It's finishing up FF14 non-MSQ content, like Alexander and Eden
for brand.
and
Yeah.
etc., etc., etc. How far in MSQ? I have finished base MSQ. I am at, like, I would be able to start the next patch today if
Yeah,
I wanted
we
to.
are in next patch
Which I
rate,
didn't,
yeah.
because we're gonna do that Friday. Those are fun. Hope you enjoyed us. Thank you. Did you just wrap up on that? I hope you, if you were wrapping up on it, I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, you just finished 7.5 just now. Congrats!
Congrats!
I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun, Z. But yeah, we're gonna do that on Friday, so please stay tuned. That's the first thing we will do. And then following 7.5 patch, we will have community events for each of these side content raids that I just haven't done yet because I need to experience them.
We want to experience this tier savages, so that will be the community events. We hope you guys can help us through those too, if you guys don't
Join
mind.
us. Join
Yeah,
us as we
join us.
suffer.
As we suffer savage content. It'll be Kingyo's first savage tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, besides that, for my own personal channel, I will be completing my Subathon Redemption song, which was redeemed all the way back in October. So please stay tuned because that will be out this month in May. Next month, technically. May is like in a few days. May's in a few days, guys. At this point, I'm in May mode. And then we are getting back into Marvel Rivals and Mecha Break here on the channel. So if you have been here because I play those two games, thank you so much for your patience. I will be playing those live again. I have goals in both of them still. Rivals, I'm trying to get into GM on. I really would love to get into GM, even if it means I'm going to crash out a lot of times. And Mecha Break, I would like to get back into top 500, maybe even 100. We will be trying Mecha Break out on controller this week, so please stay tuned for that. And then there will be so much more. There's going to be so much more now that I don't have to be constantly grinding MSQ. But it was really fun. And again, thank you to everybody who contributed to that throughout this month and even in the last couple of months, because if it wasn't for your contribution and queuing up with us, we would have never made it through. I was really surprised to realize there were a good amount of folks, even in our own friend group, who hadn't caught up as much as we did. So I was like, I thought I was going to be the one with the least amount of knowledge. And then I was like, oh, wait, no. I actually know more of main story than some people right now in the same room with me.
I feel like despite them not having finished everything, they were more involved in the community. So they knew
totally,
all
totally.
things. So it didn't really matter. Yeah, but for us, I feel like since we're not super hardcore into the community, it would have been bad if we didn't finish the story.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I did. And if anything, it lets me be more involved with the community and hopefully a little bit more involved moving forward as I kind of find my own niche into things. One niche that I would really love to get into in FF14 is Crystalline Conflict. I love the PvP aspect of a game. Unfortunately, they did not stream that very well at Final Fantasy Fan Festival, but I still enjoyed it immensely. Because
one of our friends were like, they streamed a fucking ball game, and I did not come here to FF to watch people play ball. And I thought that was the funniest comment.
Grind MSQ, only the grind side content, but yeah, Mecha Break and Rivals sounds like a fun way to relax after that. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Hope you'll stick around, Z, and I hope everyone else sticks around too now that we're wrapped up with MSQ. I swear, we are more than just sprouts who play MSQ. But anything you have lined up for yourself that you're trying to get through? I know you have E33 going on.
Oh yeah, for me, yeah, I'm finishing E33. We'll see how long it takes. I think it might be a long game.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
And then I don't know what I'm gonna do after E33. I was originally gonna do Transistor, but then I went to this okay, so when you were doing the other day 3 events, we ended up in this K-Town area, and then I found this really cute merch of Deltarune, and I'm all like, I haven't played Deltarune yet. I've already played Transistor, but I haven't played Deltarune yet. So I'm like, maybe the move would be to replay Undertale and then go play Deltarune for the first time. I think that'd be really cute. So we'll see what games I end up playing. Yeah. It's up in the air, but then I definitely will probably have 2 or 3 games on my roster besides FF.
Yeah.
Not sure which ones yet.
You'll get to it.
Yeah.
It took me almost 3 years to find something I was really interested in. I feel like, and I'm surprised It feels like it's been much longer than that.
I don't think I would ever play Baldur's Gate on stream by myself unless I had like people to do a playthrough with as like a full
Party.
2 or 4 stack. Yeah,
Mm.
because I think it's up to a 4 player game kind of thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think I would play it solo because if I'm doing it solo, I'd rather just enjoy it solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Understandable.
Yeah.
Well, with that,
We're done.
we're
Yeah.
done.
That was
We were
it. That
just
was
here to.
FanFest.
That was FanFest. We were just here to recap things. There's no gaming tonight. It was just kind of catching up with things.
I'm at 1 HP. I'm not gonna
Maybe.
stream for a while.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Yeah. I'll be back on Thursday. With some rivals, and then Friday is of course us going through the patch. So Lillian will hopefully be back to as close to 100 as possible.
I think after this days of rest, I'm feeling a lot better, but I was not well the last 2 days. Yeah.
Understandable. It's okay.
Yeah, because like we made the drive back and I had a midterm right after
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
drove us home.
Yeah.
So
You were burning at
Bloody.
basically both ends.
yeah, but I made it home and I'm alive, so we'll
Yay!
recover and play more games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, we're gonna call it here. We'll see you all sometime soon this week. And then, life goes on.
Life goes on.
Yeah. GG's good night. Yeah.
GG's
This was
good
nice to chat.
night. Y for P.
On a whole different tangent. Maybe I will do a hand cam stream of like me putting stickers on my notebook because
Oh, that'd be cute.
I haven't
Yeah.
done that yet, so I will figure out the logistics of that another day. But please stay tuned because I might actually just have a chill stream where we just put stickers from FanFest on a book. But
Yeah.
no, that's for another day. That's not for today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend the rest of this evening just chilling and getting ready for the next day of work. All right. Thank you again for stopping by, everybody. Whether you've been here for a minute, a moment, an hour, or the whole stream, always appreciate your presence here. It's wonderful having you all. Yush. You're.
Yosh.
Yeah, we're in PNG mode now. Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's because I'm gonna find someone to raid. Great. Nice to know we're at the same understanding. Any suggestions, folks? Any suggestions on who to raid? It's probably gonna be an FF14 person. Hey, look, there's a free trial player starting Shadowbringers.
That's perfect because now Shadowbringers
It's
is
free.
F2P.
It's not a lie. Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy? Oh, it's my first time seeing the PNGs. They're adorable. Oh, I'm glad you like
Oh,
them.
my crying face. I'm glad you like it.
Oh, yeah, another sprout, another baby. Actually, if anything, we should use the sprout emote for this raid because they're a FT player. So if you don't have subs, that's okay. I got you, boo boo. But if you do have subs on, thank you always for spending your disposable income on me of all people. Thank you. Here's the raid messages for y'all. And we'll see you in the next one. We're going to say hi to RiasVT, who's currently playing through Shadowbringers. So please try not to spoil them. It looks like they just started. And we'll see you all in the next one, alright? Alright. Bye now.
Bye-bye.